Grizzly G1023RLWX. Conclusions: table saw review 2 years later. So basically, I have modified the saw in a bunch of ways. Added slider, installed the router extension wing as is intended. However, I added a second table saw, added the wing that is normally going on this side to that side to get extra surface. Very nice. Added a router table lift. So over here I have 2 saws, 2 routers, 1 workbench, a slider, and of course a lot of jigs, the finger joint jig, the taller extension for 90-degree cuts, dust control for when I'm using the taller fence without the riving knife. So, conclusions. Is it the saw a good saw? Yes, the saw is a good saw. I have originally spent almost $1,900 for the saw, mainly because I got extra pieces for it. The other saw was $600. I originally paid $600 for the slide, about $150 for the tenon jig, about $450 for the router lift, a couple $100 for the router itself that basically lives in the router lift, and the maple birch, actually those are 100% maple workbenches. So I've put in approximately $4,500 of just purchasing the saw as it is right now. Doesn't even include the cost of the screw, or basically the secondary wood, which is really just construction grade southern yellow pine. But of course I picked nicer boards to make it look pretty nice. The saw itself is taking me a year and a half, 2 years to get it to where it is right now. But after having purchased this one, it's moved to that particular location. And in conclusion, would I buy this saw again? Yes, I would buy this saw again. It has a lot of very good features. I've made it really, really nice. The things I would change is not put the workbenches on it, because it makes it very challenging to move. The 2 saws and the router setup by themselves are fairly easy to move, but after I added the workbenches on the back, it makes it very, very challenging to move. Going to recycle the workbenches somehow, but not attach them permanently to the saw itself, because it makes it very challenging to move. Very good saw. Certain things that I have not was not pleased with the cast iron. I've obviously I've used it. It's still in good shape, but it wears fairly easily with harder materials. Like oak, I tend to cut quite a bit of oak and maple. I don't understand why the cast iron did not survive. Ironically, this particular saw has never even been used, but this cast iron seems to be a lot better, even though they were built in the same country. Interesting. Here's the saw. Overview. Good saw.